when you walk in and you get there and God greets you, and then like in my case or in your case, he says to you, well done. Well done. I mean, that gives me goosebumps. Because when you think about it, we're out there and so many of us think that we'll go out and do a bunch of good deeds. But I meet plenty of people who are doing good deeds, but they're not living it. Just like what I told you earlier. I was doing a bunch of good stuff. Heck, I was an altar boy. I was doing good things. I was always in church. But I wasn't living it. In my heart, I didn't have that personal relationship. And now, when you look at your life right now and say, well, what is it that I need to do? Get that personal relationship. Start with your own heart. Start with you. And then when you speak it, when you profess it, when you confess it, when you say it, you get what this is all about. He'll accept you unconditionally. That's what I mean. It's so amazing. He knows everything. I mean, you talk about the whole omnipresent thing, but what I'm talking about here is Jesus has taken it to another level. Or excuse me, James has taken it to another level. Because we are made in the image of our Father. And when you think about that, we are made in the image of our Father, who is filled with love, mercy, compassion. So, must we be? Now we must act on it. And I don't know how you all feel about it. I'm not here to have a conversation with you about the Florida Gators or the Denver Broncos. But in the last year, would you say, Aaron, probably the last year that we've been really engaged in this, probably even since the beginning of the NFL season, we've seen it on Facebook, we've seen it in conversations on ESPN, we've seen it in the mainstream media, we've seen it among family, friends, and people in different churches. I've seen it, I speak, in men's groups all over and in churches, and I keep seeing this and hearing it, the Tim Tebow thing. And I have people even recently tell me, Tim Tebow's overrated, or he's a bad example for Christians, and I hear a lot of this chatter. I want you to understand that I was never a Florida Gator fan, and I'm not even a Denver Bronco fan, but I'm a Tim Tebow fan. Because what this young man does is he lives it on and off the field. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
And we need more living examples of that. I had someone last week tell me, yeah, but I wouldn't want that pressure. You know what? The bad thing about Tim Tebow and what he does and how in your face he is about it, I'm like, okay. And they said, he's going to fall. And when he falls, others are going to fall. And then they're going to say, there's another Christian. Like, yeah. And when, I'm not even saying if, when he falls, because he's human. When that man falls, you watch how he handles it. God's already taken care of him and has been taking care of him.